It always takes a few minutes. Once I click it, it comes in dark, and then I click it to come light, and woo, it takes a few minutes. How are you doing? I hope you had a good night last night, and your day went really well. These are the stone readings. I got new stones actually. Well, actually old stones, but I went through. I have piles of earth count stones everywhere, all over the place. So I found some of them. I got two complete sets together, and I verithaned them and got them all ready. And I'm going to explain a few different of the on the back of the stones. I picked a back one to show you, but each stone has a different symbol on the back of them too, so they represent other things. I'm going to talk about that today. So what happens with the earth count? So the earth count, when you're doing the earth count, you can do it several different ways. You can do it with a piece of paper, where you can just write anything you want to on, like you've got the 1, 2, 3, like a number system, like we know the Roman numerals. Or you can do the Mayan count, which is what I've got. That's the dots and dashes. That's the Mayan count. You can do any type of counting system that you want. Roman numerals are great. And you can put them on a stone, one on a stone like I do, or you can have pieces of wood. You can just literally, sky's the limit. Don't limit yourself to just one thing. And then the other thing you do with the earth count, let's assume that you've got a stone like this one. Okay, so you do the earth count on one side, and then at the end of the day, carry that stone around and sit in the energy of it today, of whichever number you're on, whether it be 1, 2, 3, and start at the beginning and work your way through. And at the end of the day, just ask spirit for a symbol that comes to you, that only resonates with you. So in this one here, I'll give you an example. This one here is 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 of the earth count of the Shinamiya. The Shinamiya are the keepers of the Akashic records. So at the end of the day, after I carried the stone around all day with me, I asked Spirit for a symbol, and Spirit gave me that symbol. And it actually is your book of life, or I think that's what it represents for me. But it was the two squares tipped and the lines in them that meant something to me. And I've got 15 on one side of it. I've got the three lines, that's 15, but I got four lines on the other side. So 15, the keeper, Shinamiya, and then I've got 15 on the other side, which is actually death, conclusion, and rebirth. So I thought that was kind of interesting that those were the symbols that came up. You can do that too. So go into my videos, and each of my videos has the teachings of the earth count, and start with stone number 1 and then go to stone number 2. And actually we start with the 0 count. So yeah, I would just have fun with it, because you have this set. All you gotta do is go out and find yourself 20 stones, and you have this set as well. So anyway, let's get started. Kim, good morning, my dear. I hope you had a wonderful day yesterday. I'm just playing. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just playing right now to find out what stone wants to come and dance. So it's the number 3. So the number 3 of the earth count sits at the very bottom of the medicine wheel. That is emotions. That is our healing space. That is your birth animal is also calling, and it's plants. And it's the energy of plants. It is the smudge that we use. It is plant medicine. And by plant medicine, I'm not talking about going out and getting stoned on different things. That's not what I refer to. The earth provides everything for us. Carrots growing in the ground is plant medicine. Everything that we grow is plant medicine. So get out and experience life, experience all this beautiful harvest. We're in the throes right now, the harvest of plants, plant medicine itself. So I would recommend that you get out there and you get some plants that are coming. Maybe you want to attempt canning. Maybe you want to try freezing some stuff down, dehydrating. Use the plants that are being harvested right now to your benefit. And then plan for next year. What plants am I going to grow next year? And what does my garden look like? And allow your garden and your plants to just surface. You're also sitting in the southeast. You're sitting in sex today, which is that number 6. That's that sexual energy, but it's also masculine and the feminine. So you're sitting in the balance of the masculine and feminine. You're dancing in that, but you're also sitting in the shadow. And when I pull in the shadow energy and I pull in the birth energy, then Where is it that is not connecting? What pieces are hiding around the corner that you haven't taken a look at? Because there's something big brewing, and it's just when it comes to light, it's going to be huge and it's life changing. And it all has to do with that birth and that shadow piece, because it's going to be a little bit of resistance to doing what you're called to do. It's that inner voice. It's that beautiful inner voice. You know where you need to go. You know what you need to do. It's right there. And it's so alive, it's so awakened in you that every time you turn around, you're going to get another confirmation and another confirmation. And so know that this change is brewing. There's really not too much you can do about it, because circumstances are going to put it in your path that you're going to change. And hold on, I got a hair or something that's just fallen in front of my face, and now it's bothering me. It's like a web, if you will. So I take that as part of the reading as well. When things like that happen, and it's asking me to unveil, take a look at what isn't on the surface. So Kim, dig deeper today. Get rid of the surface stuff and go in another layer, and really look at what you need to do to make that change, that shift up that's coming. Whoa, it's a big one. And I get to see you in a couple weeks. Mr. Paul, hello, grandmother. Had pain on my neck yesterday. I did what you said and it helped. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad that it helped you. And then now this is a great way to bring this up. When I talk, I'm not so when I'm telling you things and I'm listening to stuff and I'm listening to spirit, I hear spirit talking. I can taste the energy. And so later down, if you were to ask me 20 minutes after I finished the readings what I said, I will have no recollection of them, because I'm literally, and I want to say channeling, but I suppose that's the best way to describe it. I'm downloading the energy, I'm downloading the information, and it's not calculating in my brain. It just literally comes in here. There's no filter, comes out here, and then you get whatever it is that's coming at the moment is coming. And beautifully for me, once it's out, I don't need to retain it anymore. So whatever's going on, I get people here all the time go, oh, do you remember you said this last time we were together? I don't have any recollection. I don't keep files on people either. So I know some places that they keep files on people. I don't. I just literally, it's a moment by moment, because what you need one time may be totally different another time, and I allow spirit to be the guide. So it's the same thing when I'm talking to you. I'm literally, "Ooh, it's coming out," and I don't remember. So I'm glad that whatever I said, Paul, helped, because it literally is a channel directly from spirit. So Paul, you're sitting in 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 of the earth count sits at the north of the medicine wheel. That is your mind. That is a beautiful mind that's calculating and thinking, but it's also balance. Oh my gosh. And it's telling me my instinctual knowledge of where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do is there. I just don't have the confidence to walk it. I question it. Can it really? I can't really do that. And where's that coming from? And you're looking for validation for these beautiful teachings, even to yourself, that intuitive knowing. You're looking for validation outside of. Don't worry about that. Look inside of you. You've got the answers, and start trusting your instinct to move forward on that. You also are sitting in, I haven't changed my earth count stones yet. I will be today. You're sitting in love today. And it's asking you to actually love yourself, care about yourself, trust that instinctual energy that's all around you, and just really focus on love. Pump love from the top of your head all the way into your head, your neck. Allow it to go down your shoulders, into your arms, down to your fingertips, into your heart space, and allow that love just to work its way through you. That love energy. It's love. It's lovely. I didn't mean to say that, but yeah, it is lovely. And you're also sitting in exhaustion. mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I'm kind of tanked and I'm feeling a little bit tired today. And the best way to do that then, or to get through this, is to sit in that love energy. So spend some time meditating today if you can. And I'm not a big meditator. If anybody knows me, they know I'm not a big meditator. But what I do like to do is put on music that really calls me. I like music with sometimes that are just instrumental. Sometimes I like music that is words, but whatever's calling you, Paul, just close your eyes, hug yourself, and allow yourself to rock. And just listen to the words or listen to the music of the song and allow that to come in. Um, the waterfall, yes, the waterfall, beautiful. And allow it to come in and allow it to just sit within you and allow your body to feel that love today. And allow yourself to rest if you need that rest from the exhaustion. Okay, woohoo. Now let's go through Mary. Good morning, Mary. How are you today? And Mary is sitting in number five, smack dab in the middle of the medicine wheel. And it's the first one is what it's like to be human. I was this beautiful light. Now I do a little thing with the people that come here. I have little tiny flashlights. They're little tiny. They're only about 4 inches long. And we stand inside a dark room. I have a healing house. And so we stand inside this dark room. And one by one, we each light our light. And it demonstrates the power that each of us have when we hold our energy together. So one light comes and the room gets a little bit brighter, and then the next person lights up and the room gets a little bit brighter. And it shows that when we shine our light and we show everybody else who we are, and we're not afraid to dull our light, we can just, oh my gosh, I don't have to dull myself for anybody. And I am this beautiful light source. Allow that beautiful light source to really work with you today. And if you can get a little tiny flashlight, get one of the, even if you had a pointer, get something that reminds you to never dull your light, because you're kind of worried about, if I shine so bright, I'm gonna overpower someone else's energy. And it's saying, just shine bright, because everybody needs your energy right now. And you're also sitting in the west of the medicine wheel, which is care, which is that self-care, care for others as well, because there's other people that will feed off your light, which is a good thing too. Just let them feed off that energy, that light, but don't deplete yourself, and allow them to come through and allow that beautiful energy, that life force energy, to just percolate in there. You've got lots of things happening today, and you've got a beautiful gift. You're also sitting in mortality, understanding that all things come and all things go and all things end. Relationships end, life ends, but life also begins. So get out there and watch that cycle of life. Oh, and I just got an overwhelming sense of dizziness inside me. There's something else around you. There's another light, there's another force around you. Someone is in the process of leaving. Now I am sitting with somebody. So I have to ask, is this my energy that I'm picking up, or is this for you? Mary, it's for you, but you and I together are both going through similar. There's somebody in your circle, in your, not necessarily your really tight circle, but your bigger circle, that is preparing to cross over, and send that energy out to them. You are the assistant today. Allow that light, your light, to shine, to give them the strength to be able to move forward. They're sitting in that cusp of crossing over, the cusp of mortality ending, and even could be a pet. So it is a life force is around you, is preparing to cross over, to go on to its journey. And just sit in that, allow yourself to grieve, but allow yourself to hold space for them. You are the container that's going to just push them through, and it's okay. You got this. If you need any help, Mary, please reach out. I'd be happy to chat with you about it. Whew. Good morning, Loisha. I love you, Loisha. Um, hold on. Something's happening. There we go. 5, 10, 15, and 1 to 16. That is that book of life. You're going to be in it thick today. So let's see what you're sitting today. And you are sitting in the south, emotions and pain. Gosh. But it's actually physical pain today, Luisha. Allow your body, and I'm getting it right in my lower abdomen, I would say on the left hand side, lower abdomen, quite low. And there's a lot of pain sitting in there. I I'm actually seeing ice cold, so something frozen in your, like maybe a bag of peas or a bag of something in your, or one of those bags that you can put in the fridge or in the microwave, but you're going to go cold today. And then put it on that lower abdomen. There's swelling and there's an intestinal something happening. There seems to be, I'm seeing pockets. I'll reach out to you and talk to you about what I'm seeing, because there is other stuff that you can do to walk yourself through that. But you are in physical pain today, and I will reach out to you. You are also sitting in transformation today. That beautiful butterfly effect. I'm moving that energy, but by God, I'm kind of not feeling it. I'm moving it. I'm there, but I'm having a little bit of I don't know, buyer's remorse, if you will. I've jumped in, I've gotten involved in so many things, and now I'm exhausted. And so it's asking you to just step back, slow down today, and take care of yourself. Don't worry about getting out and doing things for other people. Take care of this belly issue that's going on. It it's quite uncomfortable for me at the moment, because I feel what you're feeling, and it's just sitting there. There could be something that is going to require your attention. So yeah, we'll get together. I will chat with you later on about this, Louisa. Okay, Barbara. Good morning, Barbara. And how are you today? Um, and let's see what, oh, you're sitting in 15 today. Whoop, 15 is in the center of the medicine wheel. That's the collective consciousness of all humans, but it's also sitting in a kaleidoscope. So if you think of a kaleidoscope, we are all little pieces in this big kaleidoscope. So you know those things when you were a kid, you could look through a funnel and you turn the end and all these different fragments would fall down and they'd be scattered all over. That's kind of what's happening right now. That collective consciousness is kind of overriding at the moment. And I'd be caution you on what you're watching on YouTube, on social media, on, I don't know if you do TikTok. I don't, but if you do, then wherever you are on social media, kind of pay attention to the stuff you're watching, because that stuff is the stuff that's feeding you today. And if you're watching a lot of negative and blah, energy, you're going to kind of bring that forward to yourself. And it's asking you to step out of that, and really be careful what you're feeding your energy. You're also sitting in defeat today. I feel a little bit, geez, you know what? It doesn't matter what I do. I'm never making anybody happy. And that's not the idea. The idea isn't to make other people happy. The idea is to make yourself happy. Because if you look inside, and I'm not saying being selfish, there's a difference, but by holding your own self, what you need, to the higher standard of what you need, that doesn't serve me. Therefore, stop doing it, because I'm doing it to be able to keep everybody happy. But if it doesn't fit right with you, then stop doing it. Start going and doing what makes you happy, fills your life, because at the end, you're the only one responsible for you, and let other people be responsible for themselves. And you're also sitting on postponement. There's a big decision to make. And quite frankly, you're a little bit afraid to make it. And if I don't make the decision, then I'm not responsible for the decision. And it's telling you, make the decision. Make the decision, but don't make it on someone else's needs. Literally, what is my need? Where will it get me? And is that for my higher good? And then walk that path. Don't ask yourself the very first question, how will that affect them? That's not in the equation. How will it affect me? And then move forward with that. Don't postpone, because by postponing, you're just sitting in inertia, and you're going to hope that maybe someone else will make that decision for you, or life will make that decision for you. It's telling you to step up, make that decision, but make it consciously that what's best for you. It's a big, especially if you're not used to doing that. Oh, and I wish you well. Um, Thanks, Kim. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Good morning. Okay. So Paul, woo, 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 woo. Okay, I will. Thank you. Um, so the next one is for Lomma, uh Loma. Anyway, good morning. It seems I have lost my awe. Is there any good news? You know what? It does feel like that. And that's often when we're sitting in that collective consciousness of humans. It feels as sometimes like we're being lost. You're sitting in 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 today. That's the north of the medicine wheel. That is the collective consciousness of all animals. And by all animals, you're also sitting in that spirit of reflection. I'm looking at everything and I'm wondering, is it worth it? What is going on? I feel myself going down, my energy levels going down. Pump your energy level up. Spend some time laughing today. Do something that brings out that inner child today. Even though you're sitting in your mind, I want you to drop your energy into your dreamer animal. So, your dreamer animal is the animal of childhood, it's the animal of innocence. And even if I had a real crappy childhood, I can still have fun with my animal, my dreamer animal. So bring in that dreamer animal and dreamer animal to allow you the ability to play today. What brings you joy? Write down 4 or 5 things what brings you joy, what actually fills your heart, makes you happy, and do one of those things, but do something that isn't normally what you would do. Okay? So we want something a little bit different than what you normally do, but something that brings you joy, and allow that innocence and the laughter to come in. When we laugh, our body starts to change its endorphins, starts to change its energy field, and then we start to feel a little bit better. And it's asking you to do that today. You're also sitting in need. You need just want everything to be okay because they can't take the pressure anymore. Feeling like everything's coming at me from 1,000 different directions. And what you're reading is you're reading the energy off everybody because you're sitting in that energetic today. So we would just want to say, hey, I'm going to give it away. I'm going to bring it down to my dreamer animal. And I'm going to ask my dreamer animal to help me be a child today, to help me walk in that child's innocence. They're not worried about 20 minutes from now. They're just playing in right now. Right now, that water feels really good and I'm splashing in it. I'm not going to worry that I got to clean all the mess up later. I'm just enjoying the moment of it, and it's asking you to do that. It's also asking you, I swear, moment by moment. And that's exactly right. Just have that carefree play of moment by moment. Don't worry about the big picture. It doesn't matter. And really do something off the wall today. So you know what a really good thing to do, and I have it here, is what I do is I get those dry erase markers and I draw all over my fridge. And I draw things, I make hearts and fun stuff on my fridge. I write motivational things on my fridge every morning. So when I get up, I see these wonderful things. And it looks like a little kid. I often have people say, feels like a little kid lives here. And there is a little kid that lives here. There's a little kid of Karen lives here. There's a little 8-year-old that's in there drawing on walls and doing all this fun stuff. That's what she likes to do. And if I bring that fun in, then the world isn't so serious. I have a Pebbles Flintstone tattoo on my back. I have that on my back to remind me that life isn't so serious. Find the joy in it, find the innocence and the fun in it. So look for that today. That's the energy you're sitting in. In Mary, thank you. You're most welcome, honey. Luisha, yes, I have pain today. Yeah, I figured you did. I could feel it. I will call you around 11:30. I'll try to be available for 11:30, but I'll take the phone with me because I'll be outside working in the shop. Whoa, I'm gonna pull a stone for Kathy. So Kathy, and in she's a friend of mine in Vilna area, St. Paul. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kathy's a truck driver of all things, and she's sitting in the animals today too, in the north of the wheel. But as she's driving that steering wheel, Cat, pay attention to the road, please. There's things happening today. You may have an animal run out. You may have some sort of a thing happen, and you're not paying attention. You're in the drift mode of thought, and you're weaving everything in here. But it needs you to be really in the moment. Watch for I'm going to say deer darting across that road today. Really pay attention to what's going on around you while you're driving that big truck. And you're sitting in feelings today. So pull your feelings out. I acknowledge my feeling. I let it go. I acknowledge, I let it go. Don't get wrapped up in the spin of it, okay? So, and you're also sitting in the Thunderbolt. So, you know what? This is interesting. I have pulled the Thunderbolt almost 3 days in a row now. So, Thunderbolt, there's that turmoil going on inside you, Kat. You're you're of 20 different minds. I don't want to just say two minds. You're of 20 minds. Your everything is spinning in you at the moment, and your feelings are all over the place. And you're used to being in control. Your feelings feel like they're getting out of control, and so allow yourself to talk it out. You're in that truck all by yourself. Talk it out. And call in your healer animal to be with you today so that you can, and maybe even your recap animal, so you can calm the mind, so you can calm the body, so that you can just walk this day in the moment of now. But you really need to pay attention to that road. So, woo, big one. So anyway, and you are most welcome, everybody. I hope everyone has an awesome day, whatever you're doing. Please like, subscribe, share, all that kind of good stuff. And I've given you in, I think it's called the description here, other ways of reaching me. So you can go onto my Facebook page. I've got a Facebook page, Shamanic Teaching and Healing Services, and I do all kinds of free stuff on there, and promote all kinds of stuff. And it's just, and if you want to post anything, I'm more than happy to do so, but you have to ask first. So I get people all the time trying to promote their own events and things, and I'm all about sharing. But if I don't know you, I'm not just going to share your stuff. So I want everyone to know that when I share something, it's because I either know the person or I have spoken with them and I endorse what they are doing, saying, or anything, because I'm really, really careful. I hold that space very sacred. Also, you can get a hold of me on my website and my email, and that's all in this description thing. So, yeah, I hope that helps you. And if you're looking for online teaching, that starts in October, October 1st. We go into online teaching, and it's a really cool program. And it walks you through the medicine wheel. You'll end up with getting a medicine name, and you'll learn all about all your animals, and you'll learn how to read the earth, and you'll learn all those things. And it's really cool. We meet every 3 weeks on Zoom, and you just learn all sorts of beautiful things so that you've got a solid foundation in your own healing, how it looks right for you. Don't worry what it looks like for someone else, but how is right for you. So if you're called to those teachings, just email me, message me, do however you can to get a hold of me. And in the subscription or the description, there's all kinds of ways to get a hold of me. So I'd be happy to help you out. And I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Have a wonderful day, whatever you're doing. Aho.